Shortly, we are expecting the arrival of Prime Minister Narendra Modi right after Ayodha pranpratishtha. Thereafter in Abu Dhabhi with the BJP Swaminarayan Mandir, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today will be reaching Sambal in Uttar Pradesh any minute now. He is expected to be welcomed by UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, who has been overseeing the preparations to welcome the Prime Minister. As we tell you more on this Mandir, the Kalki Dham Mandir, the Prime Minister who will be laying the foundation stone for the construction of India's first Kalki Mandir in Kalki Dham. The Prime Minister will then visit the Sanctum Sanctorum and will perform a parikrama in the south-north direction before he lays the foundation stone and performs the puja for the Pradhan Shila in a 10-minute window. The Prime Minister will also inspect the model of Kalki Dham before addressing the devotees. In the meantime, the live pictures that are now coming in, we explained those pictures that have been coming in of Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath himself there as he is ready as far as looking at the preparations and arrangements there on ground. It is expected to be a short visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, but we also get you more details of what this mandir will be all about and spread across 5 acres. This Kalki Dham Bhavan, even if we talk about, will take at least 4.5–5 years more for its completion. We have Akansha with us, getting us those live details from Sambal itself. Akansha, any minute now, we're expecting the Prime Minister's arrival.
Well, Prime Minister is right outside Dham. He's with the UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. Prior to
The Minister is there already as we are getting those pictures as we speak. We're just losing that connection with you, Akansha, but it seems that the puja vidhi for today that has begun as the UP Chief Minister is also there along with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Those pictures that are now coming in from Kalki Dham in Sambal in UP.
Right, and we can see those live visuals as Amita was telling us. Of course, Prime Minister Narendra Modi already performing the puja there. He's reached the Kalki Dham. Live visuals coming in. Of course, it's extremely significant that the Prime Minister will be laying the foundation stone of the Kalki Dham temple any time now. This is in Uttar Pradesh's Sambal, and it's also what's of course noteworthy is that the invitation has come from the side of expelled Congress leader Acharya Pramod Krishnam. Remember, he was expelled by the Congress for alleged anti-party activities. This is a day after he had met Prime Minister and invited him for this ceremony. The Prime Minister is already there and there is of course a puja which is happening at the moment. The Prime Minister is at the Kalki Dham. In fact, ahead of the 2024 polls, it's extremely significant what we see on our screens because it's a big Aastha Bhi Vikas Bhi push. By the evening, we'll see the Prime Minister also launch multiple development projects as far as Uttar Pradesh's Sambal area is concerned. I believe Shivani is back with us. Shivani, take us through the live shots coming in first of all.
See, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has already reached Kalki Dham and he is now reaching the Sanctum Sanctorum and he will do parikrama from south to north direction. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be laying the foundation stone as we saw that the pranpratishtha had happened in Ayodha today. Also, when the foundation stone laying ceremony will take place in Kalki Dham, mantras will be chanted. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he will be taking parikrama of the Sanctum Sanctorum and then he will take a look around this whole place. This is a 5-acre area of the Kalki temple where it has to be built. So it is a very significant dham. And now Prime Minister Narendra Modi reaching there himself is a very big occasion. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he will be moving towards the stage at around 10:45 and then he will be addressing the saints who have gathered there for this particular occasion. And this, when we talk about Kalki Dham, it will be made in 5 acres of area. The temple construction is to be completed by 2029 and it will look similar to Ram temple and Somnath temple. This is also very important to note that in Sambal when Kalki Dham will be ready, it will look exactly like Ram Mandir. The temple's design is similar to what we saw in Ayodha and a pink color stone just like the Ram Mandir will be used for it. And like we have seen, the architectural structure there in Ayodha, it doesn't have any iron or steel. And similarly, in Kalki Dham temple also, there will be no iron or steel. It will be used. It will be using 108 feet shikhar height. So idols of Lord Vishnu's 10th avatar will be kept in the temple, and Shivling will also be kept in the middle of the structure. So when by 2029 this temple will be completed, it will be a big temple. And when it starts with the foundation laying ceremony today, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi already arriving there and having a look at this whole area where this temple will be built, this will be a big occasion indeed, especially for Uttar Pradesh and for Western UP, Sambal area. And when we talk of Acharya Pramod Krishnam, who has been associated with the Kalki Dham movement, he has been working since very long for this temple, and recently he has also been expelled by the Congress. So a lot of significance is associated with today's event, and also the Lok Sabha elections approaching soon.
Absolutely, it's very significant. And you speak of the Lok Sabha election, to take us through the significance really of the inauguration today, because it's obviously a massive Vikas bhi, Astha bhi push. On one hand, we are seeing the Prime Minister inaugurate the temple for Lord Kalki, and by the evening, of course, there are a slew of developmental projects which will also be inaugurated by the PM.
Certainly, see, the time is very significant, and it comes exactly after a month of Ayodha's pranpratishtha of the Ram temple. And when we talk of Kalki Dham, it is not only in the western side of Uttar Pradesh, but also an example of what BJP has been claiming, cultural nationalism, promoting cultural nationalism. Remember when Acharya Pramod Krishnam had handed over the invite to Prime Minister Narendra Modi? That time, Acharya Pramod Krishnam was a part of Congress. But then, to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he not only accepted his invite, but he also committed to be a part of today's ceremony in Kalki Dham, which is happening right now. And that means that beyond the political gains, the Prime Minister had accepted it. And today, when in Western UP, Acharya Pramod Krishnam has come up with this idea, and he is getting a lot of support from UP government, from Prime Minister, for this temple, 5 acres of land, which will be similarly used for the temple of Lord Vishnu's 10th avatar, as we have seen in Ayodha before the elections. That will give a very strong message to the people of that area, not only for the BJP but for UP's Chief Minister too. We see a lot of developmental.
Absolutely, and that really is extremely significant, which you are telling us, Shivani. Why don't you stay with us? Let's listen into what Pramod Krishnan also had to say.
सर, हम पीछे देख पा रहे हैं कि ये 3D मॉडल है जो मंदिर बनने वाला है. कितने सालों में ये मंदिर बनेगा, कितने एकड़ लैंड में ये बनेगा, और क्या कुछ इसकी खासियत रहेगी?
श्री कल्की धाम का जो भवन है वो लगभग 5 एकड़ में बन करके तैयार होगा, और इसको बनाने की जो अवधि बताई गई है वो लगभग 4.5 साल से 5 साल है. ये राजस्थान के गुलाबी पत्थर से निर्मित होगा, जिस पत्थर से सोमनाथ का मंदिर बना है, जिस पत्थर से भगवान श्री राम की जन्मभूमि का मंदिर बना है. इसका जो शिखर होगा वो 108 फीट ऊंचा होगा. ये जो शिखर है ये 108 फीट ऊंचा होगा, और इसका जो ये चबूतरा है, जो इसका बेस है, ये 11 फीट ऊंचा होगा. इसके मध्य में शिवलिंग स्थापित होगा, क्योंकि पुराणों में ऐसा लिखा है कि भगवान जहां आएंगे उस स्थान को संभल के नाम से जाना जाएगा. और ये जो संभल है, ये पुराणों में इसको शंभल कहा गया है. शंभल, शंभल शंभू से बना है, शंभलेश्वर महादेव, शंभल से शंभल. तो ये जो मुगलिया पीरियड आया, जब हमारे देश पे विदेशी हुक्मरानों ने हुकूमत की, तो शंभल से इसको संभल कर दिया गया. पुराणों में ये भी लिखा है कि इस स्थान को सतयुग में सतव्रत के नाम से जाना जाएगा. त्रेता युग जब आएगा तो इसको महदगिरी के नाम से जाना जाएगा. फिर द्वापर युग में इसको पिंगल द्वीप के नाम से जानेंगे, और जब कलयुग आएगा तो इसको शंभल के नाम से जाना जाएगा. इसी संभल में भगवान का अंतिम अवतार, 10वां अवतार, जिसे हम निष्कलंक अवतार भी कहेंगे, श्री कल्की अवतार इसी संभल नामक स्थान पर 24 कोस की परिधि में अवतार लेगा। श्रीमद् भागवत का एक श्लोक है जिसमें ये मेंशन है कि संभल ग्राम मुखस्य ब्राह्मणस्य महात्मना, संभल ग्राम मुखस्य ब्राह्मणस्य महात्मना भवने विष्णु यशस्य कल्की प्रादुर्भविष्यति। तो जिस संभल में भगवान आएगा, ऐसा पुराणों में लिखा है, उनके अवतार से पहले ये दुनिया का पहला ऐसा धाम है जो भगवान के अवतार से पहले स्थापित हो रहा है।
Okay, Shivani is on the phone line with us. Shivani, we heard what Pramod Krishnam had to say. Very significant also the fact that the invitation has come from Pramod Krishnam, who's an expelled Congress leader.
Certainly, that's what is very important out here to mention, that Pramod Krishnam, Acharya Pramod Krishnam, who is leading this Kalki Dham temple construction, was a part of the Congress when he invited Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and after that, the Congress was not very happy with whatever he has been doing and bringing out statement against the party lines, and he was soon expelled from the Congress party. But still, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in Sambal for Kalki Dham temple's foundation stone laying, then it is also important to mention that he will be launching development projects worth rupees more than 10 lakh crores. So that is also important. So not only the Kalki Dham temple, but a lot of development is also coming up for the Western UP in Sambal, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is there, along with the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, and a lot of saints are also there. So it's important to see that the kind of devotion we saw in Ayodha, we are seeing Mahant Raju Das out there, many other saints who are there at Kalki Dham, who have come here for today's ceremony, which will start soon, the foundation laying ceremony of Kalki Dham temple, which will start soon when Prime Minister Narendra Modi will also be taking a view of this whole area in which Kalki Dham temple is to be constructed. That means it's a clear signal that not only Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the government, the UP government, they are all supporting the Kalki Dham construction. That is why they are present there. So, very significant temple and very significant event today, in fact, in Western UP, in Sambal, where after the foundation laying, Prime Minister will be inaugurating projects of worth 10 lakh crore rupees, and that will also go for the development of this area, the surrounding area. So when in Sambal this temple will be built by 2029, as Acharya Pramod Krishnam was also mentioning, there will be a lot of approach roads there, a lot of people will be coming to that place. That will be a significant temple in Uttar Pradesh, that area. So important is to see the timing of this particular event that is happening, the kind of support BJP and Prime Minister and UP Chief Minister has rendered to Acharya Pramod Krishnam beyond the party lines, because he was, for a very long time, he was a Congress leader. He also contested last Lok Sabha election from Congress. So despite the fact he has been welcomed for the construction of Kalki Dham temple in Western UP, in Sambal, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is present while he will be witnessing the puja, the ceremony of the Shilanyas of this temple, where in the Sanctum Sanctorum we see the puja, the ceremony will take place in a short while from now.
All right, so the puja ceremony likely to take place inside the Sanctum Sanctorum in a very short while from now on. In fact, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath also there. He's himself, overseen all the preparations. Obviously, shows how significant this ceremony is, isn't it?
Ceremony, when we talk about the temple that's being constructed out there, that is to be constructed out there, it matches what the BJP leadership has been trying to convey, not only in the parliament but also through the Ram Mandir construction. And on several occasions they have been saying that we are trying to uplift, to invoke the cultural nationalism in the people, and through the upliftment of the religious places, the temples, this is happening. And we are seeing on different occasions, we saw how the Kashi Vishwanath temple was renovated. Then again in Ayodhya, we saw the commitment was met by the Prime Minister, by the BJP, the central government, who had said that they will be constructing the Ram Mandir. And now we see a prominent temple that is coming up in western UP side in Sambal with 5 acres of area. This temple will be exactly like the Ayodhya's Ram Mandir. That's what is being claimed by Acharya Pramod Krishnam. He says it will be a 108 feet tall shikhar of the temple. It will also be made of the similar stone, the sandstone, the pink sandstone that has been that will be brought from Rajasthan, the same stone that has been used in the construction of Ayodhya's Ram Mandir. So we see that Prime Minister's participation in today's event at Kalki Dham signifies what the BJP has been claiming, what the central government has been supporting, the cause of cultural nationalism, the cause of uplifting the temples across the nation, and this also has broken the political chain, the approach of the BJP, approach of the Prime Minister of rising above the party lines in accepting the invite, in being a part of this particular event, also shows that for the central government, for the BJP, their commitment for cultural nationalism and uplifting the temples is larger than their politics.